Hey, what's up there, YouTube? Section 333 here. Doing another video. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. A little overcast, but you know, and it's cold, but it could be worse. Could be snowing, could be raining. All right. Wind's blowing very hard today, so it's putting a little extra chill into the bones, so to speak. Working tomorrow, so I won't be able to do my Savinelli 320 Thursday. Also working Friday, so I won't be able to do the Friday Savinelli. So I am doing the Savinelli today. This is my Porto Cervo, which you guys have seen many times on this channel, and it's a 320. Which everybody knows I love the 320. And what am I smoking today? I'll tell you what I'm not smoking. I am not smoking frog on a log. Not that I don't like frog on a log. It's just that I very much like. That made no sense whatsoever. I really like frog on the log, the original frog moored. But today I'm smoking something a little bit different. It's the Chicagoland Pipe Collectors Club Selection New Century, also by McClelland. This is a classic medium Balkan mixture, smooth, rich, and mellow. If I had to compare this to any other McClelland blend, I would readily compare this to the Chicago pipe blend, or the Chicagoland tobacco that was for the contest, the pipe smoking contest, the pipe contest blend, or the smoking contest pipe blend. I would compare it very much to that. It's very mellow, but also has very good flavor in it. Very good flavor, I might add. Yeah, this is yeah, this is actually a very interesting flavor in this. Because you don't get that strong McClelland ketchup that a lot of people talk about. It's not in here. But you do get very sweet Virginias in this. And you get a sourness from the, I guess there's Basma in here. No real tin description, actually, on this. It's the Chicagoland Pipe Collectors Club, manufactured by McClelland Tobacco Company, Kansas City, Missouri, USA, and you know, it was especially created for that particular club by Mike McNeil and Co. and Mary. Tin note, you definitely get the sourness of the Basma, At least I think it's the Basma that's got the sourness. You do have a hint of the... You do get a hint of the Latakia in here. Not a lot of Latakia. I mean, it's not a... It's not going to overwhelm you. But there's definitely a sweetness here. And, you get it more in the retrohale. Very nice. Very smooth, very mellow. It's very different from Frog on a Log, actually. It's a very different, I mean, your tin note is grassy and sweet. Part of me almost thinks that this is like an aromatic of some sort. But then you get the grassiness that comes with this. That comes with the Virginias. And that's one thing that I've always liked about McClelland, actually, is I'm not a huge Virginia fan, but McClelland really does a great job with Virginias. And then when they add their Latakia to it, it's just they make perfect English blends, in my opinion. They may not be quintessential English blends or Balkan blends. Like this is, I guess this is considered a Balkan. But I gotta say, it really hits the spot. Yeah. Yeah, this is, yeah, you know, what are you going to do? McClelland does it again. Been getting a lot of feedback from people. One of the things I mentioned in my last video was, should I do reviews of tobaccos that are discontinued? You know, I mean, what was the point of doing the review if you can't get the tobacco, really, if it's not readily available? And surprisingly, quite a few people in the comments said that to do the reviews. And, you know, if people can get it, they get it, you know. I mean, I've seen tins of this on eBay for $90. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. One guy went as far as to say that it was Syrian Latakia or Latakia. I looked on the Tobacco Reviews website about this particular blend, went to every place I could find blends of it, and where they still had the descriptions up, nowhere did it say Syrian Latakia. So if anybody has any experience with this blend, let me know. But I'm under the impression that it's Cyprian Latakia. So, I mean, not that Cyprian Latakia or Latakia is not good. It's great tobacco as well. There was just such a sweetness combined with the right amount of smoke in the Syrian Latakia that I don't feel you can get in other blends today. Or in other Latakia leaves. You do get, it's funny, because this is like my second or third bowl of this. The more you smoke this, the further down you get in the bowl, the more you get the Latakia too. And that could just be the way I pinched it and placed it into my pipe. I don't know. But I can honestly say, in my humble opinion, that this gets smokier the longer you smoke it. At least the rum note does. I'm getting more of that campfire. So hence, I guess, more pronounced Latakia or Latakia going on in here right now. That's good. Yeah, it's got a good retro here. The fear with this is I might smoke it too fast. As you can see, I'm chooching pretty quick. Yeah, and it is awfully dark for about 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. It's because it's getting very cloudy overhead. I hope it does not rain. I was actually hoping on taking the Challenger out. For a little bit. So, you know, one of the other things I wanted to discuss here too was, believe it or not, Patreon. I do not have a Patreon page. This is a hobby for me. I don't think people should pay for my hobby. I know there are people who run these elaborate YouTube channels and they rely on Patreon to keep the channels going. I'm sorry. I can't ask other people to pay for my hobby. It's just wrong. In my, I don't know if it's wrong or not. I just wouldn't feel comfortable doing something like that. It's not like a GoFundMe where somebody's sick or something and needs money to pay bills for health care. You know, that's a completely different thing, in my opinion. I mean, you know, what was one of the GoFundMes I saw? A guy had a problem with this hot rod that he had. So a guy has a car, and he modifies the car from stock, and then gets upset when something goes wrong with one of the modifications and it winds up blowing out his engine or something, and then starts a GoFundMe page to get people to help him get his car back on the road. Dude, you got a $90,000 car, $80,000 car. You modified it. You know, you voided the factory warranty. If there are people who are willing to help you pay for that, by all means. It's just, I would never feel comfortable. Like, I would feel comfortable helping a friend out with that, but I don't know if I would feel comfortable asking people to help me with my $80,000 toy. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. It's just not part of who I am. Now, if you needed the car to make money and that was the way you made your living or something like that, and that's how you put food on your table, that's another thing altogether. You know? But no, it's your hobby. And to ask other people to help you pay for your hobby, to me, I don't know, it's just something very, yeah. Well, no, it just gets under my skin, something like that. And you know, I'm not standing on a moral high horse or anything like that, but you do see a lot of that, you know, camping and gear review channels, and they're all, oh, well, you know, I'm a gear reviewer and I need money to review the gear. You could try working a 9 to 5 like the rest of us, you know, or a 12 to 12, or a, you know, a lot of people work 12 and 14-hour days and don't complain about it. Surprise. We're glad to do it. People whom you think work 8 to 5 and play golf every frickin' Wednesday, they don't. That's the honest to God truth. Very few of those people play golf every Wednesday. More to the point that they put in 14, 16-hour days regularly. They work weekends, holidays, things like that. You can't begrudge somebody who puts in days and hours like that because you're not willing to. And then that person's successful. Well, that person put the work in. He put the work in. She put the work in. Thumbs up. Success. If they're successful, hey, I'm all for that. And you can't begrudge someone who's willing to put that kind of work into their lives, their career, because it does take sacrifices to family, and it takes sacrifices to put that kind of work and time and energy into what you do. She's just going crazy here. Somebody's walking their dog on the street, so she's going crazy back here. But that's my whole point, I guess. I mean, not to rant, but you can't begrudge people's success, I guess I'm a little out of touch with reality in some respects, because I have just recently discovered that there are people on YouTube who make millions of dollars. But in that same respect, putting these videos up, I mean, what I do, this is simple. I'm sitting here chatting with a pipe and videotaping with my phone. And I don't edit my videos. I have no intros or anything like that. But when you put that kind of energy and time, you put intros and things like that, you're editing videos and stuff, you're putting a lot more work into it than the average person. And there are people who are very successful doing it. And that's fine. And if you make money through the advertising and things like that, and I wish that Google hadn't demonetized, because I guess they realized they were losing quite a bit of money, because you got people, like I said, literally becoming YouTube millionaires with their channels, and I don't begrudge them any of that success. I think that's absolutely wonderful. It's when you reach outside of the conventional venues of monetized advertising, but granted, some of those people are forced to do that because of YouTube demonetizing so many of the videos. There's a fellow that I watch from time to time, and I've gained a lot more respect for him since I discovered this. He does not do Patreon. He has sponsors for his channel, and so he actually has sponsorship. That's great, and I wish more people would do that rather than Patreon. Rant over. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get long-winded on these rants. I forget about why I was really sitting out here to start with, and really I was just sitting out here to enjoy this beautiful day, smoke this beautiful pipe, and enjoy this wonderful tobacco. Which is absolutely stellar, this stuff. My poor little dog is losing her mind, however. about 40 degrees out right now, but it's also windy, so that's making it colder than it normally would be. What are you gonna do? It's not that bad. It'll be worse once the snow really comes. And then it is what it is, you know? Mm. Mm. This tobacco, actually, it's weird. I feel like the longer you smoke this, the deeper you get into this bowl, the better it really actually gets. And I'm gonna tell you, common to what people think, a Savinelli 320 is a large pipe. So you got about a 40 to 50 minute smoke in here. I will not smoke this whole bowl in front of you. So yeah, if you can find it at a decent price, you probably can get it on eBay at a decent price. I did see some guys selling it for like $30 a tin. It's probably worth $30 a tin. That's about double the price, because I think normally you get these for about, probably would get it for $30 at a brick and mortar. You probably would get it for $10 online at like Pipes and Cigars. So figure 15 bucks. 15 bucks. Figure $15 at a lot of other places. So if you can find this for $30 online, I would recommend it. I really would. It's 50 gram tin. And I think that's the most I would spend on a tobacco. Maybe I'd go 40 for a tin of Penzance. Yeah, maybe not. Have to see. Oh. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So listen, hope everybody has a good holiday. I'll probably do one more video before Christmas comes. Hanukkah was fantastic, and I hope everybody had a good Hanukkah. And then you got the Festival of Lights, the Hindu Festival of Lights, or Hindi Festival of Lights. That's coming up, or is it already here? I'm not sure. But I wish everybody a very joyous and happy holiday season. All right, and I hope it's a healthy one. And the New Year's coming in the Gregorian calendar, and I hope everybody has a good New Year with that, and a joyous occasion, you know, to you and your loved ones. All right, thank you so much. Section 333 signing out.